guys, it's Danny. Hey guys, happy holidays. So I'm here to talk a little bit about my day, and I know I'm a little bit late on that's that shit I don't like trend, but I'm doing it today because I had um, a little situation that I did not like, that I thought was highly inappropriate. And I just wanted to tell you guys about it because I want to know. Let me know if I'm tripping. So let me know in the comments box if I'm bugging, and maybe, this is something that really happens and it's okay. So here's the story. You guys know that I work in retail. I sell shoes on Madison Avenue in New York. Anyway, so I met a customer. Like, I meet customers all the time. I talk to them. I'm kind of friendly, so I like, figuring out who people are. So I met this one lady. She came in like last week, and she needed some comfortable shoes. She had a job that had her in the streets often, so she wanted, some cool shoes. And at first, she seemed like she was in a rush, so I was, trying to get her the shoes as quickly as I could. But this woman, when she started talking, like, she starts telling me everything, like her whole life story, and, all the jobs that she's had and this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, an hour goes by and she's still talking. So I'm like, oh, this lady's not in a rush. So I'm helping other people. I'm coming back to her. I'm ringing up. I'm making commission. And I'm like, well, I hope she at least leaves with a shoe today. And so, she ends up buying two shoes, and I was, cool with that or whatever. And then a couple days later, she walks back in, and she's like, she comes up to me and she's like, hey, do you remember me? So I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah, hey, what's going on? So I immediately look at her hands to see if she has our store bag, to see if she's trying to make a return. And I'm praying she's not. But then I realized she has the shoes on that she bought. So I'm like, I know she's not trying to make a return if she's wearing the shoes. So I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? How are the shoes, And she's like, oh, no, they're great. They're comfortable. I love them. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, yeah, that counseling session we pretty much had for like an hour. I just wanted to let you know that I appreciated it. I really needed to talk to somebody. I'm like, all right, okay. Customers are walking in. I'm like, that's money right there. And my coworkers are going for the other customers. So I'm like, did you need another pair of shoes? Like, what's, trying to figure out what the deal is. So she tells me, she's like, well, I remember you were telling me about the kind of work that you're interested in, which is, I want to work in student affairs at a college. And she was telling me that she had worked at a college in New York, several years ago. And so, she told me, she's like, well, if you give me your email, I can email you some of the networking events that are happening, because I get emails. And so I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, and maybe we can go together. So I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. And I was like, well, I'll give you my email, and, just let me know the next time something comes up. And I mean, part of me was like, she's a little bit socially awkward. Mind you, she had told me that she had just gotten a promotion, and that's why she needed the shoes. And so I'm like, well, why would she go to the networking events with me? I don't know. Is she like hitting on me? She's like an older woman. She wasn't wearing a ring. She talked about her nieces and nephews, so it didn't sound like she was married or had any kids. And I'm not the type of person who thinks like every woman is hitting on me. And I don't even believe that, but it was just kind of awkward. So I was like, well, she just seems a little bit like she doesn't understand social cues. So, I know a lot of people like that. I've worked with a lot of people like that. So I don't take it to heart. I'm just like, whatever. Oh my gosh, Scandal has just started. I'm going to wrap this up. So anyway, she comes the next day, and, I give her my email address, and this woman's like, and she starts, talking to me about different job things. And I told her that I had an interview for a particular position coming up, and I was really excited about it. I kid you not, yesterday, this woman emails me. I'm going to read you the email. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. She's like, hi, Danielle. How are you doing? I'm the woman you sold the shoes to, and I had the 1 hour counseling session with you. Ha ha ha. I have attached the events for you to look at. Mind you, these events are alumni events. I didn't go to that school. They're not networking events. They're like alumni holiday parties. So then she says, would you mind if I send my resume for the job you applied for? I need the information. Please let me know if that's okay with you. Excuse me? You want the information for the job that I applied for, that I have an interview for, that we spent 30 minutes talking about, and I was very excited about this job? You want the information for that job? Hell no. I have no words. No words. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me if I'm tripping. I'm ready to go off in this email. I'm trying to keep it cool though, because I really don't want her to return those shoes. But I need y'all to let me know. Please give me a comment, a note, something, a message. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to y'all later. Now I'm 2 minutes behind on Scandal, and I'm trying to see who killed Fitz. All right, guys. Bye.